It is now officially spooky season, and I've had a really fun idea that my parents are going to hate, and that's what makes it fun. They might not hate it, they might think it's funny. We'll have to see. But it involves this and my 3D printers. Right, it's heated up. I'm just going to swap the filament over. Just having some technical issues of it thinking there's no filament in it. So I'm going to do the sensible thing, switch it off and back on. And see what happens. Let me try and fix this and I'll come back to you. Okay, I realised what I did. I forgot to put the filament through the sensor that tells the printer there's filament in it. So that's what the problem was. Hopefully it should work now. I'll just let it go home and we'll set it off printing and then I'll tell you what the plan is. For those of you who don't know, my name's Natalie and I post YouTube videos every Friday at 7 o'clock. And as you will see behind me, the printer is now printing. What my plan is, now, my mum and dad have been away on holiday for around about 2 months, touring New Zealand and Australia, and they get back next week. And obviously I have been in charge of looking after their house. I think you might be able to see where this is going. I have got a file for lots of little skulls, so there's 20 there, and I've sliced them up and I'm 3D printing them. So for these 20 it will take 1 day and 35 minutes to print. And my plan is to just hide them around their house. So you can come along with me for the shenanigans and we'll get them printed, get them hid, and then we'll see what mum and dad have to say about it when they get back. I've just come downstairs to make some lunch and you're probably thinking, Natalie, 20 skulls doesn't sound like a lot. And you would be right, it's not a lot. The ones I'm printing are sort of this big-ish currently. So I'm thinking after that print's done, I might do a print of them all half the size and then I can get 40 on at once, print those. And I might do a couple of bigger ones as well to hide about their house. Because I've got a week until they come back, so that should be plenty of time for printing purposes and then going there and hiding them. So that's the plan, and we're going to see how it goes. This is going to be funny, or I hope it's going to be funny. What I should be doing right now is uni work. But if you watch my last video, you'll know I'm super excited about starting this year of uni. So we're procrastinating, as you do. I have managed to do the file for the skulls that are half the size. So there is 60 on the plate there and it's going to take 15 hours, 34 minutes. Now I could have fit another 10 on, but it wasn't slicing them. My computer just couldn't deal with 70 objects on a build plate at once, so we're going for 60 of the little ones. So that'll still be 80 that we're definitely going to print. And now I'm going to try and do the files for the bigger ones and see how long they take. These are double the size of the ones I'm currently printing and I can fit 4 on. So I've sliced those and they're going to take just over a day. I think between the ones that are printing, the smaller ones, and those 4, that is probably realistically all I'm going to have time to print to make sure they're done and I can get them hidden. And for what I'm going to have enough filament for, because I only have one roll of white filament. Then I could order more. We'll see. We'll get these 3 files printed first and see what time we have left. Okay, I lied. I've made one more file. And that is for this guy, who is 4 times the size of what I'm currently printing. Just one of him. I've made the layers as thick as possible just to try and keep the print time down. That's going to take 1 day and 5 hours. I will have to order more filament if I'm going to print that one, because that takes like just over half a roll of filament. But if I've got time, I will get the giant one printed as well. The first lot of skulls are finished, so let's get them off the build plate. I have found myself a box to put all these skulls in, so I'll get them off and put them in the box. Here they are, the little skulls. This is what they look like. So this is the regular size. I've just set the printer off printing the 60 skulls that are half this size. And then we'll get on to printing some bigger ones. I filmed a time lapse of parts of those printing just because I thought it might be interesting for you to see. I'm not going to time lapse any more of them, but I will come back to you when they've finished printing. I have just finished printing the last skull. Look how big it is. I'm not sure if you can tell by the camera angle, but it's huge. I'm going to get it off the build plate and like hold it up next to my head so that you can see how big it is. Look at it. Oh, he's amazing. His eyes are massive. I've got some like electric tea light things. I wonder if I can fit them in his eyes. Let's see. Look at that. I'm gonna have to have that on in Mum and Dad's window when they get home just to freak them out. That looks insane. This is the box with 84 of the skulls. So these are the tiny ones. These are the slightly bigger ones. These are the other slightly bigger ones. And then we have this huge guy. Mum and Dad are driving back home on Wednesday. So on Tuesday, I'm going to go and get them bread, milk and stuff. So they've got some food and things in the house when they get home. And that's where we're going to be hiding everything. I'm really excited. I've got to get up to mischief. I just have to get up to mischief. You put me in charge of your house for 2 months, I'm getting up to mischief. I have arrived at Mum and Dad's house with my box full of skulls ready to hide. They are currently driving back from London as I'm doing this. So this is like quite last minute. I've also got them some shopping, some flowers to sort of soften the blow that they're back from holiday and ooh, that way. And got them some milk and bread and biscuits and stuff so that they have something to eat and can have a cup of tea when they get back. So first thing, we're going to start out the shopping and the flowers. I just laid all the skulls out to take a thumbnail. So this is what they all look like on the table. That there is 85 3D printed skulls ready to hide around this house. And oh, look, there's the flowers looking very pretty. Let's get them hidden then. We have switched to the GoPro and I've just noticed I've got next to no battery. It didn't even let me film this little clip before the battery went dead, so I've changed the battery and these are the 60 small skulls that I'm going to hide first. So we're going to do a time lapse and then you can have an idea of where I've hid them. I'm beginning to think I didn't print enough because I've hid the 60 tiny ones and I've still got so many more places to hide. But we'll get on with the 20 slightly bigger ones and start putting them about the house. While I'm here, I may as well pick some tomatoes for them, you know, because I'm a good daughter. Quite the haul of tomatoes I've got for them there. Hopefully they'll be impressed. It's about all the food they've got, bread and tomatoes, so tomatoes on toast for their tea, I guess. Though, in all fairness, I had made them some tomato soup with their tomatoes and leek and potato soup with their leeks that I have in my freezer ready for them, but I forgot to bring it. Just putting them in. I forgot to bring it, so they'll have to wait till tomorrow to get that. All that I have left to hide is this guy, and he's not really going to be hidden. I'm going to put him in their front window with the tea lights in his eyes, switch the tea lights on, because it'll be dark when they get home. So the first thing they see will be this guy in their window staring at them. But I need to find something to put him on to get him above the window frame so they can actually see him. I think I'm done. I'm just locking up the house. I put Mr. Skull, the door won't lock, there we go, on top of a box of tissues. So hopefully he will look all right. Oh, the gate's shutting on me. But let's go and check him out. See how he looks. Haha, there he is. His lights are on. You can't see it too great now because obviously it's daylight. But when it gets dark, that's got to be lovely for them to come home to. I'm such a nuisance, I know. Too much time on my hands. I'm half expecting a phone call tonight off Mum and Dad about the schools. So if I can, I'll try and record the call on the GoPro so you can like hear their reaction firsthand, because I think that would be funny. But if you've enjoyed this and you're here for the mischief, you definitely need to like and subscribe to my channel. Like this video, subscribe to my channel. I'm all about mischief at the moment. But let's see what they have to say when they get home. So Dad phoned. He says he's been finding skulls everywhere in his house. He's no idea. I don't think he has any idea of the scale of what I've done yet, but I'm sure he will find out in due course. But yeah, that's it for this video. So I hope you've enjoyed it and I will catch you next time. Bye.